Behind the scenes, the WNBA is experiencing a tempest that has nothing to do with rivalries, all-star choices, or even the never-ending conversation about rookie veteran tensions. No, this is a much more significant issue. Something fundamental to the league's efforts to safeguard, develop, and maintain its greatest players. Caitlin Clark is at the center of it all. The newest star in women's basketball is coping with a health issue that if left untreated could ruin not just her season, but her entire career path. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 83% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So, did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. And now Tim Grover. Yes, the same Tim Grover who assisted Michael Jordan in becoming Michael Jordan, is raising the alarm. Grover, who is renowned for turning Jordan's early injury-plagued years into a basis for GOAT-level supremacy, sees warning indications in Clark's circumstances. Grover draws a direct connection between Clark's current injury spiral and the identical biomechanical failures that nearly ended Jordan's prime before it even started. In his opinion, this is not just terrible, but also a calamity that could have been avoided. Let's dissect it. Clark came into the league on the biggest wave in the history of women's basketball. She wasn't simply drafted. She had sold-out venues, record-shattering college performances, and a magnetism that turned casual admirers into obsessives. She received anointing. But that remarkable rise came at an invisible cost. Her body underwent an abrupt change that the experts tasked with overseeing her growth failed to notice. Clark gained a lot of muscle during the off-season. She appeared robust, energetic, and forceful in photos. Analysts marveled about her pro-ready build. Her dedication to improving her physical level is commended by commentators. Grover, however, perceives a risky oversight underlying such praise. According to him, the problem isn't strength. Sequencing is what it is. Clark put on muscle indeed. But did her fascia, joints, and nervous system all adapt at the same time? Did her movement habits change to accommodate the additional weight her body was now carrying? Strength is nothing in Grover's world if your body is unable to use it safely. And that's when the warning signs appear. This season, Clark has missed several games due to groin strains, quad soreness, and recurrent soft tissue issues that seem to go from one side of her body to the other. According to Grover, this is a classic compensating cycle and a telltale pattern. One side fails first, the other overcompensates, and then that side also fails. Repeat after rinsing. Additionally, the injuries will continue to occur, possibly getting worse each time until someone intervenes to adjust her biomechanics. Furthermore, Grover cautions that the majority of professional clubs, including what appears to be the Indiana Fever, are using a dangerously antiquated paradigm. The output is still the major focus. Stronger, quicker, and more explosive. However, few trainers are familiar with the human body's braking system. Instead of training deceleration, they train acceleration. And that's a serious weakness because careers terminate when there is no control over speed. On the court, Clark is a stop-and-go machine despite her flair, range, and vision. She frequently pulls up, pivots, shifts her center of gravity, and decelerates from full sprints. Additionally, her soft tissues, particularly those in the hips, quadriceps, and groin, will rip under strain if they aren't adjusted for that demand, and they have. Grover goes beyond biomechanics. He also calls into question the WNBA's injury management strategy, and to be honest, it doesn't look good. Reports state that Clark has already started looking for outside medical advice. That in and of itself is damning. It sends a strong message when a newbie searches for answers outside of her team. She has little faith in the system that surrounds her. Grover believes that system is reactive rather than proactive. In practice, players make adjustments. They put ice on it. Post-aim. Something hurts. They put it to rest. However, where's the proactive remedy? Where's the prehab? Where's the individualized motion analysis that identifies danger before becoming injury? That doesn't seem to be taking place. Rather, Clark is being handled in an antiquated manner. If something goes wrong, apply another ice pack and restart the process. Otherwise, patch it up, put her out there, and pray for the best. It's not only about Caitlin Clark, though. Grover's critique shows a bigger structural problem with how the WNBA treats its athletes. These are top performers, their occupations, or their bodies. They are being trained and handled like weekend warriors. Despite this, remember that early in his career, Michael Jordan likewise experienced problems with his ankle and groin. In addition, he had movement flaws, joint stiffness, and muscular imbalances that threatened to ruin his brilliance before it started. He He had Tim Grover, a trainer who didn't give a damn about team politics or league regulations. A trainer who tore apart his movement from the inside out, rebuilt it, and constructed a sturdy engine that operated for years. Clark doesn't have that at the moment. What she has is a mounting list of injuries and a ticking clock. Then there's a ruckus coming from the locker area off the court that spreads to the reporters. We're now seeing the Fisherers appear in Indiana. Teammates, public criticism from families, envy rumors, and tense vibes for any player, let alone one attempting to heal. That kind of environment is poisonous. Recovery isn't only physical, it's mental, emotional. When they are surrounded by stability, trust, and purpose, the finest athletes recover more quickly. Clark isn't any of that at the moment. She's under strain. She has high expectations. No rookie has ever had to deal with a spotlight as intense as hers. So, where does this go? This cycle won't end if nothing changes. If Clark is still forced to play games before her body is fully recovered, if her training doesn't progress beyond simple strength training, and if her mechanics aren't examined and adjusted, it will get worse. Hip impingements result from groin injuries. Patellar tendinitis develops from quad stresses. One problem spills over into another. And eventually, it's more than simply a lousy season. It's a career gone. It's a warning shot. Caitlin Clark is not broken. According to Grover's message, a system that isn't designed to foster greatness is failing Caitlin Clark. By a league that hasn't expanded its medical facilities to accommodate its burgeoning players' needs. By a group that appears to be more focused on appearances than durability. Perhaps it's time for that to change. Clark's entry in the WNBA produced a tidal wave of attention, income, and new fans. She is currently the most valuable asset in a league, but assets need to be protected. She cannot serve as both your recuperation afterthought and your marketing engine. Checking the tires is a must when driving a Ferrari. A sprained ankle prevents you from running a marathon. For the sole purpose of filling seats, why are we witnessing the most significant rookie in league history battle through injuries? It is not long-sighted. It's reckless and it's avoidable. The answer isn't complicated. Bring in the specialists. Audit the training staff. Make Clark's development unique. Adjust the patterns of movement. Reduce the rate of return. Create a structure that prioritizes long-term success over immediate media attention because we've witnessed the consequences of doing so. Michael Jordan is his name. The WNBA is currently using the Caitlin Clark controversy as a litmus test. Not only about managing injuries, but also about the type of league it aspires to be. Does it want to be a progressive professional organization that prioritizes medical excellence, longevity, and athlete development? Or will it continue to be trapped in an antiquated, reactive cycle that all too frequently sees athletes endure suffering, receive recognition for their resilience, and then be dismissed when their injuries become career-threatening? As of right now, every indication points to the latter. The hardest part is that things didn't have to be this way. Caitlin Clark had every advantage a rookie could hope for when she entered the league. Expectations are high. There is a lot of pomp and the spotlight is higher than it has ever been for any WNBA player. The investment is her. She's not simply a player. She is the main advertising campaign for a league. Its viral social media hook, its ticket boost,